friends, welcome. So friends, if you're watching us for the first time and you haven't subscribed to our channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Click the bell icon to get notified of all the new videos as soon as we upload them. And after watching today's video, if you like it, click the like button and share the video with your friends and family. So today we are watching, it's a stand-up comedy by Anshu Mor and the title is Kabhi Padhai Ki Hoti Toh. I guess I should tell this to Rishi too. कभी पढ़ाई की होती तो ये हाल नहीं होता. Okay guys, let's go ahead and watch this one and see what he has to say.
देखो कुछ नहीं बोलूँगा मैं विराट. Sir, fantastic. You can come in front. I am the Astha channel part of the show. But sir, I like this, the broad-mindedness that you have. I think, when CJ was asking her to take a decision, you were like, it's her decision. It's fantastic. Fantastic. मेरे dad ऐसे नहीं. Let me ask you guys, how many of you guys have a strict father? Give me a cheer.
My father is not strict.
पीछे से आवाज ही नहीं आई.
तो
पीछे
you need to raise your hand.
निकल जाऊंगा. I have a strict father. And I'm okay with strict parenting, sir. I'm okay with strict. India में जरूरी होता है थोड़ा strict parenting. But my father is an illogical father. मतलब बचपन से ही whatever I say or do, उनका एक ही response होता है. कभी पढ़ाई की होती तो पता होता. कुछ भी करूँ मैं. I remember when I was a kid, I was studying. एक बार अपने room में I was studying. There was a cricket match going on in the other room. The whole day I didn't go there. I was studying in my room. Whole day. My father came back in the evening. He says, तुमने match देखा? I said नहीं. He says, तुम्हें score पता है? I said नहीं. कभी पढ़ाई की होती तो पता होता. Even when I grew up, I started working. I went for this office party. I came back home, sloshed 2 a.m. in the morning. I opened my door. My dad was sitting there, sunny devil look on his face. You're like, तुम शराब पी के आए हो? I'm like, how tacky शराब कौन बोलता है? I said, नहीं मैं beer पी के आया हूँ. He says, beer भी शराब होती है. I said, नहीं होती है. He says, क्यों? I said, उसमें alcohol content कम होता है. He says, कितना होता है? I said, ठीक पता नहीं है. He says, कभी पढ़ाई की होती तो पता होता.
Good.
He hates drinking. I mean, so much so that मेरी शादी में there was no alcohol served. My brother-in-law, my father-in-law, they loved drinking. उन्होंने बेटी और बहन का प्यार छोड़ के सारी शादी पार्किंग लॉट में बिताई थी. भाई कारोबार चल रहा था वहाँ पे. He hates it. For some reason, my dad thinks that in all these pubs and lounge bars, everybody, सब लोग टेबल पे खड़े होके दीपिका पादुकोण की तरह मैं शराबी पे डांस कर रहे होते हैं. So recently I decided, I said थोड़ा ये change कर देते हैं. I mean, dad can't go through life without drinking, right? So I decided to take him to a pub in Gurgaon. Mistake, but I decided to take him to a pub. So we entered the pub. So जैसे I entered, I thought कि मैं एक बार थोड़ा scene देख लेता हूँ pub में लोग कैसे बैठे हैं. So I saw this corporate table, right? How many of you guys are in corporate life? Give me a cheer. Yeah, few. Yeah. So I saw this corporate table. Now corporate table में क्या होता है? एक boss का chair होता है. बाकी सब employees का chair होता है. वो employees का chair boss की chair को देख रहा होता है. Boss कुछ भी बोले सब employees कुत्तों की तरह हंस रहे होते हैं. क्योंकि प्रमोशन उसी पे डिपेंडेंट है. और बॉस फालतू का टशन मार रहा होता है. Can I order a Don Pirel please? बाकी सब आउट ऑफ सिलेबस क्वेश्चन. I looked at him, I said, कमीने तू अपने कॉर्पोरेट कार्ड पे डॉन पिरेल मंगा रहा है. तू अपना कार्ड निकालता तो उससे 16 ऑर्डर नहीं होती है अभी. So I saw this table, I said ठीक है. Then I saw another table, a few guys sitting जैसे ये दोनों बैठे हुए हैं यहाँ पे. I call this table the hunter table. ये वो लोग होते हैं जो पूरी शाम चीप बियर और होप पे बिता देते हैं कि कोई आएगी. Then I saw another table like these two. This is what I call the hope table. देख लो, तुम तो बड़े टाइम से देखने की कोशिश कर रहे हो. तू तो गंदे गंदे जोक्स पे भी हंस रहा है, जिसपे सारी ऑडियंस चुप है, तू हंस रहा है. See, I have a sense of humor. So what if it's not yours? So I saw that table. I said, ठीक है. Then I saw another table, which was a reunion table. You guys know about this reunion thing happening these days? 20-year-old, 15-year-old, स्कूल रियूनियन. ये टेबल ना तुम्हें दूर से नजर आ जाती है. अच्छा. बिकॉज वहां पे ना सब लोग ऐसे बैठे होते हैं. फक मैं इनके साथ पढ़ता था. Then look at this girl. यार ये कितनी हॉट होती थी, ये कितनी खराब हो गई है. Then look at another one. ये कितनी बेकार थी, ये कितनी हॉट हो गई है यार.
Everyone has changed.
कोई किसी को नहीं पहचानता वहां पे. Suddenly one waiter will come. सर पहचाना मुझे? तू मेरी क्लास में मैं वेटर हूँ, भूतनी के ऑर्डर दे. So I saw these tables. जैसे ये अच्छा सीन है यहाँ पे. This is like clean लोग बैठे हुए हैं यहाँ पे. So I took my dad to the bar. And then I decided first time पी रहे बेचारे. So I decided to order that कलंक of a drink. वाहियात. Breezer.
Breezer. Is it like a cocktail or a mocktail?
You know, Breezer is a kind of drink which has been friend zoned by alcohol. So I ordered Breezer. The waiter got the Breezer. My dad took 3 sips. वो टली हो गए.
आदत नहीं ना.
तो सबके लिए उनका बाप सुपरमैन होता है. But सुपरमैन 3 ब्रीजर के सिप में टल्ली हो जाए, बड़ी गंदी फीलिंग आती है. But I was not worried about that. I was worried कि वो टल्ली होके बनेंगे क्या? Because if you've seen guys get drunk, right, they become somebody else. जैसे there are two, you know, couple of categories out there. जैसे एक लोग होते हैं जो पीने के बाद बॉन्ड बन जाते हैं. They know everything. मोदी है, बेकार है. प्राइम मिनिस्टर है. इलेक्शन जीत गया तो प्राइम मिनिस्टर बन गया.
इलेक्शन जीत गई तो बस
यही प्रोसेस होता है. और घंटा कोई प्रोसेस नहीं होता इंडिया में. प्रोसेस होता विराट कोहली कैप्टन बन जाता. ऐसे विराट से क्या प्रॉब्लम है? सारे दिन तो कैमरा को देखता है वो. ऐसे नहीं, हर मैच में 50 मारता है. फिक्स्ड है सारे मैच. सब बेकार है, सब बेकार है. अरे केजरीवाल तूने बहुत पी लिया, बस कर. So there is this category. There is this other category. These are the guys who get drunk and then they think they are God's gift to womankind. So I had this friend of mine. मैं उसके साथ पब में बैठा हुआ था, वो टल्ली हो गया. Then suddenly he's like, वो लड़की देख रहा है, वो मुझे देख रही है. अरे वो तुझे नहीं, तेरे ऊपर जो टीवी है उसको देख रही है. So he switched off the TV. The girl looked away. I said, देख अब नहीं देख रही है. So he goes, शर्मा गई.
That was good.
Confidence देखो लड़के का. Same guy tells me, says तुझे माया याद है? I said नहीं यार, मेरी शादी होते होते रह गई. I said क्यों, उसने मना कर दिया? तो ना, मैंने प्रपोज ही नहीं किया. So there are a couple of these categories. So now I'm worried मेरे dad कौन सी category में convert हो जाएंगे. He's drunk, so he puts his arm around me. He says, बेटा tell me one thing. Do you love Monica? Monica is my wife. तो like dad काफी टाइम हो गया, मतलब टिक टिक लगा लूं. So he says, does Monica love you? I said, hope तो यही है. So he said, अच्छा बेटा बताओ ये पब में चल क्या रहा है? I said, एक कॉर्पोरेट टेबल है, यहाँ ये हंटर है, यहाँ होप है, यहाँ मत देखना. वहाँ रियूनियन चल रही है, सब ठीक है डैड. So he says, बेटा ये सब तो ठीक है. वो लड़की कौन है जो टेबल पे खड़े होकर लड़के के साथ मैं शराबी पे डांस कर रही है? तो लाइक कौन? शिट, मोनिका.
His wife.
अरे शिट डैड, ये तो मोनिका है.
Yeah.
I don't know what she's doing here. He says, कभी पढ़ाई की होती तो पढ़ाई.
So friends, that was quite funny and quite clean, because when you suggest stand-up comedies, I'm very scared of watching them, not knowing how clean they would be. So when you're suggesting comedies, stand-up comedies, just make sure they're clean comedies, because we don't like watching those kind, other kind of comedies. So this was pretty clean, though a little bit, I would say 1 or 2 here or there. So try avoiding those kind of comedies. But this was amazing, and that reminded me of my dad. So my dad was very lenient towards me, but this dialogue, Kabhi Padhai ki hoti, was always said to my brother. And it is being said to him even now, till date. He is a father of a daughter now, and he still has to hear it. And even at times I also trouble him by saying this, पढ़ाई की होती तो कर सकता, पढ़ाई की होती तो उसको help कर देता. But poor guy, he always takes it lightly and laughs at it. And the other amazing thing was when they were talking about, when you are drunk, there are people, they turn into different personality. So I'll share with you. We don't drink. So my father, he doesn't drink. So you also learn those same things from your parents. So in the back of my mind, we were also like, that means drinking is not good and we should not be doing it. So we try to avoid it, though, in parties, he sometimes takes maybe a few sips or something, just for the sake of it. But I like to taste mocktails or cocktails, I would say, the sweet kinds. And even few sips of those, they, do tully me. And the way I act is, I don't become a superhuman or a superman, or I start dancing on bar tables or something like that, but I just start giggling and laughing for no reason. And my laughter, it doesn't stop. So he has experienced that. And we had that. We went to a hotel and we ordered some drink. And after three sips, I was just giggling and giggling and giggling and laughing for no reason. So, I mean, everybody has some side effect, and especially people who don't drink. So even two sips of something which has very light alcohol quantity in it will still, have a reaction on you. So this was a nice stand-up comedy and brought back a few memories. And that reminds me, after this, I'll be calling my parents up and I'm going to ask for my brother and I'm going to ask him something and then say, Kabhi padhai ki hoti to pata hota nahi answer. So I'm going to ask him a question and then I'm sure he's not going to be able to answer it. And then I'll say, Kabhi padhai ki hoti na, to aata na iska answer. So just on a funny note, guys. So I loved watching this. Really, really, really nice.
Right. It was a nice, clean comedy, and very nice to see that people like to make comedy of their family in a lighter note, and like he is saying, and it is true. My father was also kind of a strict person, but he would not impose his ideas on me, but one would learn from his behavior. If you see your father who does not drink, does not smoke, and finds the excitement in creating new things, find the excitement in building new things or doing some exciting activities, then you kind of become like that. That there is great happiness when you build new things, create new things, or even you exercise or you go out, or so positive things. And because in your family you always saw positive things happening, you become the same way. You kind of understand that this is how it is. I'm going to go home and I'll create this, or I'll develop this, or I will go out or do exercise, or I will do whatever. But it was more about doing some action rather than sitting and watching TV all day long. I mean, in our home, we never used to watch a lot of TV, maybe 1 or 2 hours. And we are talking about the time when everybody was young and my father used to work and my mom used to work, so everybody was pretty busy, and the TV was very, and that is
And
one.
plus, we didn't have
Yeah.
that many channels.
Yeah, channels were not there, and that is the reason. I mean, there are many movies that I've not seen because the brain was being applied to doing some other things rather than seeing. And later in life, when you have settled down, then yes, we go and enjoy the TV and serial and say, okay, these are great things. That also to some degree. But this was a very nice comedy and a very clean comedy, and it is true, when people drink alcohol they go out of whack. I have seen many people who kind of start talking a lot, or maybe they start lose the attention of who is sitting with them or what they have to talk to someone, or sometimes they will come and repeat the same thing. Because I obviously drink very less, so I would drink a little bit and then I'll quit. And then I would see some guy come and he will talk to me for 15-20 minutes, he'll go away, then he'll come back and talk about the same thing. And I'm like, okay, boss, no problem. And you hear to the same thing because they're so confused and disoriented that they're just going and talking to each other, not realizing whom they have already spoken
Because
with
their
or not.
mind is not normal now,
Right.
right?
And some people, so that is true, many people act weirdly, but I have seen that here in the US, people are pretty nice. I mean, they are not going out of whack, or even in the pubs. There are different kind of pubs. Like he's talking about pubs, there are different kind of pubs, and each pub has their own excitement to it. And some of them are cleaner, some are obviously not cleaner. You'll see many pubs where there is shooting, there is stampede, and there is hitting and all sorts
and
of
we
things.
don't know about them. We only
Right.
hear them about
In the
them.
news.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in the news.
And so what basically, I mean, sure, I mean, you go to a place like there are pubs that are only dedicated to police officers.
Oh.
Like there are pubs where you go and you just see police officers sitting and talking to each other, and nobody else will go. So there are a lot of places, and
And there's some pubs also only
Yeah.
for bikers, right?
yeah, bikers have their
Yeah.
own, exactly. So bikers have their own pubs. You'll see a bunch of bikes, and that biker concept is probably not in India, but
India,
here
but
you
here
see
in US.
very well physically built people who drive bikes, huge bikes, and they go from one state to the other. They will live around and they do some work to get enough money, and then they go out and they
enjoy life.
and then come back. So they are usually not that rich, but they are into gangs, and many of the gangs do bad things and get in trouble. So they have their own pubs. So each community has kind of like firefighters have their own pubs. So firefighters will go to their own pub, police will go to their own pub, common people will go to, people who are dancers, people who are doing karaoke. So there are different kind of pubs.
And
that
people
go to.
and people like us don't go to pubs.
Yeah, and people like us who usually don't go to pubs.
Usually, we've never gone to pub.
Right. I mean, we in recently.
I don't know what a pub is, guys.
Yeah, recently, because the concept of pub here and the concept of pub in the India is very different. It is not the same concept. Like here, the pubs are very common. It is not a big deal going to a pub, and you can go to any pub and you will not see anybody doing crazy things over here. Things will be pretty common. People just go, they want to have a drink, they take a drink and come out. And there are sports pubs also. We
Even
have-
in our clubhouse, we have a little bar area.
yeah,
also.
so that we have not gone to a traditional pub, but we have gone to a place in a clubhouse. We have gone to many places. In the cruises, there are pubs, and there are many shows where you can drink. So there are equivalent of pubs that we have been to, but not when you say only a pub. But even if I have gone to many pubs, they are simple. People are just sitting over there, they're eating food, they're drinking, and they're watching some game or something, and they come. So, but very nice, video. Nice to see a comedy. Although, I mean, I think he certainly can improve on the comedy, because it was not like his audience was like going crazy. But
Because it was a little, it
Yeah.
was short. And plus, it was not that, generally people like those unclean ones, I
Yeah,
guess. This
that's
was
a
pretty
problem.
clean. And the other thing is, I was pitying his dad. That this he was taking his dad forcefully. He doesn't drink and he's taking him for a drink. I would never take my dad. I would be less, Dad, you and me, we're going to stay at home. Let the crazy bad people go to the pub.
no, I mean, it's not like people are bad who go to.
I
the
mean,
pub,
in a
but-
night, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's what I would tell him. You don't drink.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to force you to drink. But anyway, this was a comedy, so it's nice. But I think next time when he comes, we will all have a little bit of drink with my dad. And we'll see who gets tullied the first.
Yeah.
You,
I mean, in the
me,
US
my mom, or
yeah.
my dad.
Yeah, we have Irish pub nearby.
No, we'll drink at home.
Yeah, home is different. And going to an Irish pub, I have been there a long time ago, and Irish pubs are very clean, very nice, and very sophisticated, and it's very good. And you would not see the scenario that he has mentioned. You would not see, corporate tables, or I think he probably made it up, or maybe that's how it's in India. Over here, it's pretty decent, and it's not like the boss and the employee relationship in the US is different. It is not like in India. Here it is very friendly, and it's a different kind of relationship. It's not, and I would say Japan is even worse. So Japan is the worst, where there's a huge gap between boss and a employee. But when you come to US, it's not a big deal.
So, okay, guys, we'll go ahead and end this video and hope you enjoyed it and you also had a few laughs. So, we'll come back again in another video very soon. Till then, take care and bye-bye.
Oh, and if you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit the bell icon so it notifies you when I put in my new video for you to enjoy. Bye!